would be the or Book of Boba Fett, maybe like a little something for that, which I feel like maybe they could have filmed Book of Boba Fett like simultaneously, just on like a different stage. When they did Mando season 2, but my expectations are always kind of low with this stuff, and I think it's humbling and a little bit better to live that way instead of expecting the world when it comes to Star Wars and releases. Like anything at this point is better, because I always thought it was at 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Like I never kind of thought we'd live in a world where we would have a show about Mando, or we'd have all these other great content like Rebels and stuff like that. So and then to get 7, 8, 9, I'm like super thankful for. So I always kind of keep it super light. But my buddy Robbie is here, and I'm going to stop talking. We'll keep talking. I hope you guys stick around. Robbie is, I'll introduce him. He'll tell you all about how we met, and let's see what we got. There he is. What's up? Did I do this right? He's on his way to join the live video. Ah! Yes, dude.
What's going on, Ben?
Yes, yes, with the hood. Dude, I should have had a saber to holocron or something. I goofed, man. So before we even get into it, I think we may have to like hire you just to like be our artwork guy, because when you made that like artwork of like our podcast and you today, I was so jazzed. I was like, man, he's hyped, and that makes me so happy.
Yeah, man. No, I'm so excited. Happy to be here. Oh my God. Yeah, man. It was very hard picking 5 collectibles to try to show today. I was like, ooh, what am I gonna pick? I'm excited to see what you have as well.
I always kind of like try to like make it a theme, and I do have like some, I don't know if I should like move this back, but I have like some stuff I got from May 4th. No, it's from Return of the Jedi, like when that came out. So these prints were all of 1 of 1,400. You got them in a 4-pack at the Disney store, like when the Disney store was still popping. So obviously, I got them framed, and it's kind of cool, like the old like like You Must Join Us kind of vibe with the Endor one. And no, it was for the 35th anniversary, I think, of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's so sick, man.
Yeah, man. To get anything like, I love anything that's numbered for Star Wars. So, but I wanted to tell people like first how we met, because you had a Star Wars necklace on at the job that you work at, and you wearing it right now, and I said, man, I love that necklace. That's awesome. And then you were like, oh, may the force be with you, brother. And then I don't remember. I think we were talking about like a movie coming out, and then every time I like would purposely like come in there when you were working, just like talk shop about Star Wars, and I was always so hyped to like see you in there.
Yeah, dude, we met right before Rise of Skywalker came out, and it was so
right.
Cool. And then it was even cooler learning that you were like have such close ties with All Time Low. It was like, what?
Yeah, man. And then I remember like, cause me and like my movie crew like went to Yard House, and you're like, well, I'll be at Dave and Buster's, and I was like, bro, we should go to Yard House and link up. So it's cool to see that other people have the same tradition or like camaraderie when it comes to Star Wars. Like I have my crew that I go to on like release night or premiere night, whatever you want to call it. And it's a breath of fresh air to like someone else has that same like love and like, for Star Wars that I do, man. It's fun to see other people get down like the way I do with my friends. So
yeah, man. Yeah, it's cool. And my buddy Jess, who also works at the store, like she went with me to the Rise of Skywalker premiere. Yeah. That was what a time. What a time.
Yeah. I wonder what movie we'll see first back in the theater. Maybe like the Rogue Squadron movie might be the first one back.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So a question that I got asked in here, like, what are you kind of hoping to tomorrow reveal wise? I kind of like keep the bar pretty low, but like, is there anything you kind of hope tomorrow like to see besides like any like releases or any like collectibles or like anything like that?
So there's rumor about the new Clone Wars sets. We're supposed to be getting this massive Ahsoka versus Maul set. It's just a rumor. It's just the YouTube rumor mill, but it's talked about a lot lately. And I think that set and anything around the season 8 of Clone Wars will like, instantly, off the shelves. For instance, like this isn't a part of my top 5. Right here, I got this, which is really cool that like, like the fans 501st set made. So I wonder if that's going to be the next like fan set. But what I want most, just like for my taste, is so another thing in the rumor mill right now all over YouTube is the KOTOR remake, reboot, whatever, if you will. So I'm optimistic for either the a KOTOR announcement if it's true, or I'm also excited for the possibility of just a new game, like a new Jedi Fallen Order 2 or
That's
like
exactly what I said, brother. I said the same thing. I said that would be, yeah, like anything like for video games is like where I was at. Like just maybe, yeah, see Cal again would be awesome. Just
yeah.
you got new systems, maybe for the holidays or something, or and not to be greedy, I said maybe like a little sizzle reel for Book of Boba Fett or like Andor, like just a little, just.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I got chills now. I'm just, oh, Book of Boba Fett. I can't wait. Can't wait.
And I said maybe they like kind of filmed Book of Boba Fett like maybe on the same lot, you know, for Mando, you know, maybe like simultaneously or a little, maybe some extra scenes. Like we'll see,
But
we'll see. And we also have tomorrow Bad Batch 70-minute premiere,
I can't wait.
episode 2 on Friday. So and then we also have like the Simpsons, Star Wars. So
Yeah,
a lot of cool things to kind of like tune into tomorrow,
absolutely. Yeah, I'm staying up until 3:30 a.m. I don't even care I got work tomorrow. I'm
man. You're a legend.
staying as soon as it happens.
I'll be texting you like, "Hey man, this is great." Dude, what is that? Can I ask you, what is that? Do you have a Star Wars comic behind you right there below Mando? What is that?
So this is one of the vintage Star Wars Marvel comics. This one is The Cavern of the Crawling Death.
Wow.
Let's see what number this is. 28. So this is the
Wow.
22 of the Marvel Star Wars run.
That's amazing. I love that, man. And you're a big KOTOR too, guys. We talked about it during Mando. We said, hey, the Krayt Dragon. And I remember us like texting like back and forth like super quick. And I was like, oh, dude, yeah. So I love that you love that game. Hopefully we get it. Are you an Xbox guy?
I am.
Okay, right on, right on, right on. The fact that you showed that vintage, I want to like show something quick, and I can kind of like go back and forth about this, but I got this as a gift. It's the original Topps trading card series in book form.
What?
So like you know, obviously like they just like they take you from you know like the first you know when Topps trading cards started, you know like the packs that they went in, like all
Yeah.
the artwork, like super like throwback, like super style to that. So when I saw that comic in the back, I was like, man, that look at all these bounty hunters on like that Topps card.
Oh, so sick.
Yeah, man. So this was a gift. My girl got this for me actually, and actually it came with like bonus cards. You got like a George Lucas like Topps card, and you got yeah, you just got like random Topps cards in
Oh,
the package with it. So it's definitely super rad. And oh, you got this like little Tuscan Raider guy in there. But like, yeah, they threw in some cards, man, and they like show like the evolution of the packaging. They go through it all, man, from like all like you know over the years of the original Topps cards, man. Some of his art like that Gamorrean guard, man, is
sick.
yeah, man. So I thought that was I like the same style, same era. So I was like, let me show this. I do have a comic to show, but I want to see what you got first, man.
All right. So first up, I'm going to show you something I've been wanting to show you for a minute. I got this bad boy right here. This is the VHS copy of Revenge of the Sith English. It only came out in the UK.
I
There are
love.
a believed amount of like 100,000 and 200,000 of these ever made. Not many made. It cost me $100 on eBay to get this. There was only two on eBay for bid. The other one was already up to $150. I bet someone had to buy it for 200. I got lucky with that one. Had to spend like 90, $100.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, but like obviously for me, Rende says top 5, and to
Yeah.
have it like in that plastic. Oh, my buddy Matt, I don't know if he's still here. He's like, listen to Revenge of the Sith on audiobook. I don't know if you've ever done that, but Revenge of the Sith on audiobook is like the best Star Wars book on audiobook.
Right on. I haven't checked out the audiobook yet of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it's so good. But dude, I love that. And what's the back of that package look like?
So the back looks like this. So it's got like the no battle,
Damn, and that space
Yoda.
battle.
And it's like you could see the sun damage on this bad boy, but it was worth it. So worth it.
Only in the UK, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Only place for English release. It was weird because 2006 was actually the last year that VHS is printed, and this came out at the end of 2005. I remember around December, I think November, December 2005, this came out. So yeah, I was always like growing up, I always heard of like the rumored Revenge of the Sith VHS copy, and I was like hunting for it my whole life, and I finally got it this year. So I have all 6 films on VHS now.
The only VHS I have the original with like the Vader, the Stormtrooper, and then Yoda, like those three. And then I got like the remaster in the gold, you know, for like the original trilogy. After that, I never even knew. Oh, I don't. Maybe I have to have Phantom Menace somewhere, but I definitely don't have like Attack of the Clones. I didn't even know if they even ever did Revenge of the Sith, to be honest.
Wow, yeah,
But to see that you have that is definitely awesome.
yeah, man.
I have. I have. Are you a Rebels fan? We
Yeah.
talked. All right. So I have a Scotty Young Kanan Jarrus variant cover.
What?
So yeah, he did like just like this off variant for the Kanan Jarrus series. 12 issues in the Kanan series, man. I think he undersold this to me. Like when I got it at the local comic book shop, and maybe didn't know how good like the Kanan series was gonna be, or didn't know like how I don't know how great Rebels was gonna finish up, or like where his character arc was gonna go. Because I don't know, I think Kanan is like one of my favorite characters. So
Yeah,
I was like, I think he'll appreciate this, and I think the art, the comic is great, man, and hopefully we see some more of maybe Jason Sindula in the future. But you know, Rebels forever, man. This is one of my like favorite things that I own.
absolutely. That's sick.
Yeah, man.
All right. So next, what I got here is my Revan Black Series.
Got it. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
This was the first Revan Black Series. I just looked it up now just to check, and yeah, it's going for like 80, 90, $100. It's nuts. It's like these Black Series figures just keep on shooting up. It's awesome.
Yeah. So what's crazy is you could get that at Best Buy. Like, I don't know if it was a Best Buy exclusive, but I feel like you go to Best Buy in Poughkeepsie and you're like, oh, there's a Revan. And then I don't know like how the cases work. I'd have to ask my buddy Jeremy. Like, like that would come like one to a case, and then you get like two of this and one of this and all that stuff. But like the original Ezra, I went on like eBay just scrolling, and they were like, Ezra is $90. And I was like, why and how? And like, oh, it's just like one per. It was just one per. So
Wow.
it's one of those like weird figures that, like Revan is obviously you're a big KOTOR guy, but I don't know how you would pass on that figure. Like even if you really weren't into it, like it just looks, it looks amazing.
Oh yeah, my cousin and I, we were walking through Best Buy around the time Rise of Skywalker was coming out, right before it. Yeah, and we saw one Revan. There was only one Revan on the shelf. My cousin immediately bought it, and he was like, "Yeah, we're going to keep this in our collection." Because my cousin Phil and I, we actually share a collection, so we have some of our collection at my house here, some at his house in Cornwall, and some at my aunt's house, his mom's house in Connecticut. So we have 3 different storage spaces for our massive Star
Keep,
Wars.
keep it safe, man. Keep it safe. But also, yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you guys buy together like a vintage collection set recently?
So it's funny you mentioned that Topps card.
Oh,
That
oh, oh, oh.
we a near mint copy of the C3PO first print Topps card,
Damn.
and it was given to our to my aunt, his mom. It was given to her by somebody she knows, and she was just like, "Here you guys go." And then we looked it up on Google, and we were like, "What? We need to get this graded."
Yeah, we my buddy, I don't know if he's still in here, Johnny, but we should go up to Stormville. That like is that where that flea market is, man? We should do some like toy hunting and like go up to Stormville like when the weather's appropriate.
I would love that.
Oh, yeah, man, hell yeah. Um, I don't. I'm kind of like you'll like this. So I don't think I've shown it before, but for the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, you could get this in like all Disney stores. Again, it go. No, was it Disney Park? Was it Disney Park? I think it was Disney Park, Disney like .com, whatever. But I didn't get it in time. It sold out, and I slept on it. But someone, friend of a friend who lives in Japan, got it for me. So it's Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary pin. I know it's like a little hard to see, like,
No, no,
but the print on the back is from the Japan park. So it's got the Disney sticker on it. Cool, it's authentic, but all in Japanese, like So it's like I think it's from Disneyland in Japan, but it's like got all like the Japanese characters on. Oh yeah, it's from Hong Kong Resort, and it's got all the Japanese characters like written instead of it being in English in the back. So same thing, like it was just a cool like fan. It was just like, hey, I'm trying to help out other people who didn't get it, but to have this after I slept on it, and have it be, from out of this country, I think is just a little extra novelty for it.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. For some reason, like pins are like a quiet collector's item for me. Like I always get like a May 4th pin, like I'm from the Disney shop, and it's just like I always go and get one. And I'm like, I don't know, for Empire, if it's dated and it's numbered, like I'm a sucker for it for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I remember when they were when they started first doing AMC showings again. So speaking of the Empire 40th, I actually reserved a theater, but it was the day that they stopped showing Empire. I was so sad. I was like, no. I got an email the next day. They're like, oh, we're sorry, this film isn't available anymore. I'm just like, no.
We got it. I think forces will combine, and we will get like a crew to go see like the next film because I haven't been to the theater like in over a year, so we'll have to set some up. The next Star Wars one's going to be like massive, 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 massive.
Yeah.
What do you got?
All right. So, in the theme of KOTOR again, I got this right here. This is the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic tabletop RPG guide. So, this is based off of Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition. It it's really incredible because this book new goes for 500 bucks, but you cannot find this book new. I had to buy this book for $200 used, and it's well worth it. I have every intention. I'm a big D&D guy. I have every intention on making like the most epic KOTOR campaign to get some players together. And yeah, it's got like all the details that are basically how the game is programmed, like the hit points, the attack points on like every enemy in the KOTOR games. It's all, and it has lore from the Tales of the Jedi comics, the first KOTOR game and the second KOTOR game. It came out in 2008. Yeah, it's a very very special piece of Star Wars history. I just recently got that too.
Wow. People are like still like now like going back and like playing it. And they said like when we did our episode about Star Wars video games, I knew Chris was gonna pick that off the bat. I feel like you guys have inspired me to go back and play Shadows of the Empire, KOTOR, Pod Racer on the Switch or whatever. So I hope tomorrow, like man, you're like everyone who's a fan of KOTOR is fulfilled tomorrow. Like I hope everyone's like, hey, we got a sizzle reel or the release date, anything for that game, man. Like I think I don't know, and isn't the Acolyte, isn't that kind of like in the Old Republic era, or is that the end of the High Republic?
That I believe is High Republic. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. It's supposed to tie into the High Republic, I believe.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm a little behind on those comics, but I read the first book, so I
Right
don't
on.
know. I'm pulling for it. You said AMC. You said when they were doing this. So when you went to AMC during a certain week of the release of this film, you got a poster. So I got my Rogue One. I,
Woo!
I framed it. This is one of 3 or 4, but it's got the gang on it, and it's beautiful. Jin's great character, man. Chirrut and Baze, and of course Sagarra, who we'll see tomorrow in the Bad Batch.
Yes.
Super hyped, and also I have the Marvel comic where K2 and Cassian meet. So it's like I know Marvel did that one off where like Cassian and Kanan meet, but Cassian and Kanan, where Cassian and K2 meet, but this show like takes place even before that, which I find like kind of you know um, interesting, but hopefully if they're going to do a Cassian season 2, we'll see that interaction at the end. Maybe I don't know if they're just saying they don't meet. Maybe they're just saying it to throw us off, but I'm looking forward to more of that Order 66 pre A New Hope era timeline, um, content. That's what I hope to see more of.
Oh, yeah. The Dark Times era is such a cool place for the EU. It's always been and always will be. There's just something so special between 3 and 4.
Yeah, you always thought you're like I didn't know. Like I think we have enough content, and you're like no. It's like, I never thought like the Bad Batch would have been a thing, and God bless Dave Filoni, through and through. Like Rebels, is I've seen it 3 times through. I'm thankful, for the Bad Batch. Like there's a lot. I mean, Fallen Order, right in between Order 66. Like, there's a lot of cool stories to be told, man. So, and I do hope we see Vader tomorrow or in season 1 at least. Like, Oh, just a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. We need some more Vader in our lives.
Hmm. Not enough Vader, bro. Yeah, man. Hit me.
All right. So speaking of Vader, I've got Star Wars Tales #9 from Dark
Yes.
Horse Comics. So this comic right here is the first comic appearance of Darth Maul. So the Tales series back in the day, for those who aren't familiar, was like a what if scenario where they'd pair two different characters who never like dueled on screen or ever, and they'd give them a chance to duel. And yeah, this comic was phenomenal for that. Like Vader and Maul, like so cool. Yeah, this comic came out in 2000, right after Phantom Menace came out. I think it might have even been before the physical copy. No, actually, no, I take that back. It was like not too long after the physical copy came out, and yeah, it's really cool. I bought this comic for $25. It's in near mint condition. I have every intention to get it graded, and I know the price is going to skyrocket once I get it graded.
Yeah. Did you? I love that. Do you mind opening it? Can I see like some pics in there?
Yeah, one moment.
Yeah.
I've read through it once before.
You got to be careful. You got
Yeah.
to be careful. Oh yeah, dude, be careful. If I like hear a tear, I'll be gutted. Just one massive open. Oh, dude, you don't have to open it. I thought it was like loose. Dude, you're good. You don't have to open it. Dude, don't even open it. I didn't know it was sealed like that. Don't you
It's
dare.
all right. I've read through it once.
Don't you dare open it. I didn't know it was like sealed like that. Oh, I saw you getting nervous. I was like, wait a second. I didn't know it was sealed.
No, that's all right.
No, wow. Wow. Did you read? Dude, I feel so guilty. I'll text you about this 100 times. Like, oh my God. Did you read Son of Dathomir?
Yes. Oh, I love Son of Dathomir.
Like obviously like the wow.
Darth Maul's face. Oh, oof. He's making the oof face.
Son of Dathomir is like the one of the best like comics, and you never, and then when it goes like you get that story, takes you to the end of Clone Wars, you're like, Maul I think is one of the best character arcs like of all time. Like
Absolutely.
yeah, you're like, and then I think, I mean, where George was like, I had intentions of him coming back in the sequel trilogy. You're like, dude.
Oh man, and he was gonna bring Darth Talon into it too. That would have been a really cool like what if scenario, because like even though I'm a defender of Rise of Skywalker, just hearing that Lucas vision is like what? Like that's like a whole new level.
Yeah, I think like I'm not that my day job is not like screenwriting, or I'm not a director or whatever. So like whatever I got, I was like, I'm cool with. But
Yeah, it's better
and
than
then everyone will talk about Mando, and I'll be like, well, listen, like the Luke you wanted is the Luke we just saw in the final episode of Mando. Like there you go. Like that's the guy you wanted. So
yeah.
like I think people like will forget there's that time.
Right, right.
And I said, I was like, well, what if like Kylo Ren is the person to to defeat Ahsoka? Like all the voices that Rey hears at the end are Jedis that have passed. She's gonna be the only one alive talking to her. Like she's not in the trilogy. Like maybe she doesn't have to be, but like who knows, man? Like I mean, there's a lot of good stories to be told between Return and Force Awakens, and we're getting that now. Like with all this stuff that they're like rolling out with in live action for Disney Plus. So I mean,
Oh, absolutely. And it's incredible what Filoni and Favreau have like sprinkled in the teasers for specifically season 2 of Mandalorian, where it looks like they're going to do a live action Heir to the Empire adaptation throughout the live action series. Everybody on YouTube
right,
talking about it. And it's like, oh man, this is like so cool that they're doing that. It's like what Disney does with the MCU, where they like they take what they want, they cherry pick from the old comics, and they make
yeah.
do their own thing with it, but it's still got the same thing, and it's really really special. Oh man, I can't wait.
We got a question here. What do you guys know about a Coca-Cola Empire Strikes Back 1980 contest prize poster? Ever run across hearing anything like that?
Ooh,
Um,
can't say I have. That's really interesting.
I would have thought it would have been Pepsi, to be honest.
Ah, good point.
Being that Burger King had its run, but I don't know if you have it. Eli, let me know. We could always jump on here at some point and do get you on a vid. Black Series figs. I don't know if I've shown this. Exclusive to Toys R Us.
Ooh.
Cantina Showdown.
Oh.
Greedo. Han Solo. exclusive.
That's so.
I'm gonna lose sleep over making you open up that comic. I literally thought it was open, dude. I feel
Well,
so.
no, dude, no, don't feel bad because the comic technically it was just a little sleeve. I put two pieces of tape on the seal, but I
Yeah,
put the comic once before.
I will. Well, I'll hug you when I see it. um, I wanna. I kind of like. I don't know if we're gonna go. Did I show five? I feel like that was five, but I feel like I want to show you one more thing. But I have to like get up. So show me what you got, and then like hold it down. I'll just go run in my room and grab it. I want to show it to you. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but F it. I want to show it to you now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
so, and my friend Silver is here. She's the best. Star Wars thrifting. I don't know if you. Yeah, dude. I'm coming over, dude. We're building that.
So
Have me over.
this right here, the Solo Millennium Falcon. This Lego set is the most limited printed out of all the Falcons, minus like the special collectors ones. But out of all the movie release Millennium Falcon sets, the Solo one had the shortest shelf life because there was the big like the toy crash of 2018 or whatever it was with the Star Wars toys, and I was lucky. There was one left on I believe Amazon, and I ordered it, and it was already the price had skyrocketed to 400, $500, and I was like, I'm getting this now before it's $2,000 like the original Millennium Falcon Lego set from '99.
Damn. That's such a great piece. And I mean, I was at the Lego store today down in Westchester.
Nice.
Um, and I know some people go to Westchester, but like down, and they're having like a free gift tomorrow where you're going to get like a little like addition to like the cantina, like Mos Eisley. Like it looks like a moisture farm like setup and it's like free. And I'm like, man, like there's not, the Star Wars Legos is like its own thing. Like I remember like having like all the episode one stuff, like the pod racer and stuff like that. Like Star Wars Legos are only growing in value, and even if people the trust on eBay for people to be like, hey, I'm gonna sell this, it's sealed, and all the pieces are there. I mean, like the Star Wars Lego like vibe is going up.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. My cousin and I, we probably have about like 50 to 60 sealed boxes of Star Wars Legos from over the years. And we're just, every single time a new set comes out, we get at least like two or three of them just so we could have some to open and some to just keep on the shelf for our collection and some to potentially sell one day.
Wow. When did you get the Death Star? You got the Death Star at your house.
We have not gotten the Death Star yet, but we have every intention of getting that.
I don't know if you've seen this, but I have one thing. I'll get it out of the room. I didn't get it yet. But like these new Phantom Menace boxes,
Ah, they look so vintage. I love them.
I passed on Qui-Gon in the original box, but like the holographic
It's sick.
on the top. Yeah, Best Buy, man. Best Buy got them. And then when I went down to Galaxy's Edge, man, like they have like all these Rise of the Resistance like pins with the characters on them and stuff. Like
Oh,
just
sick.
like all like little things I had to grab. But I have one item. It's from May 4th last year. I would have showed it tomorrow. I'm gonna do another IG tomorrow, probably by myself, and if people jump
Cool.
on all this. But I'm gonna go grab this. Hang on one sec. Hold it down.
May the force be with you, everyone. Elevator music, cantina music. Oh man.
Oh, showing this shit. I heard the cantina music going in the background.
I was
I'm
trying to elevator music.
I was like, I hope he puts up a video of him playing the guitar like to this. Like I got this on May 4th last year, and a friend of mine was like somehow knew how to type in like the URL like my Disney.com like my cart because it was just like kept like buffering and buffering and said failed to load page. She's like, try it again like now. It's been like hours and hours. And I was like, how did you know? She's like, oh, just like an internet hack. It's limited edition of 1,500. I definitely don't know why I got it. It's like the biggest thing that just sits in my drawer. But for the Clone Wars, the final season, I got this May the Fourth with you pin for 2020 with like Wolfie, Fox, Commander Cody on there, man. Like just like enamel pin that's oversized that I haven't put on any denim jacket yet, but definitely sick. You got like the clone trooper on the top. Like I said, right in the back. I know it's like reverse 1500.
Wow.
It was $55. So like yeah, just little stuff like that, man, is I don't know. I feel like I needed it. I haven't seen anything like I feel like they've kept it like close to the hip this year of like whatever is coming out.
Right.
Like I feel like they've just been like so close with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to see what they're going to announce tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's what a time to be a Star Wars fan. We just got done with one trilogy, now we're entering a new era now. It's like the second wave of the Disney era. It's really cool.
But do you feel that this is like the new post Return of the Jedi is like the new post like Revenge of the Sith, like where they're like, okay, like we have this massive chunk of time here we can tell, and we're like telling these bridge stories, and now they're gonna like then go before Force Awakens and tell like the High Republic stuff, but they really are like working like to fit fill this gap, which I think is great. I don't think there's enough post Order 66 stuff, but sure as hell, like we're getting the post Return of the Jedi stuff like in full, the Rogue Squadron stuff, Book of Boba Fett,
Right.
all of that stuff, man. Like, and then the possibilities for Book of Boba Fett, Dengar, Bosk, Forlom and company. It's really gonna be something special.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's like we got, or I wasn't around for that generation, but the post Return of the Jedi era had like the first wave of books, the Droids TV show, the Ewoks TV show, the Ewoks movies made for movies, and then now it's like all that stuff that used to be in the books and video games and stuff like that is now coming to life in live action, or at least that era, that post Return of the Jedi era.
Right.
And it's just so cool seeing what like the New Republic is up to, and yeah, whatever enemy comes next. I will say this though, now that the sequel trilogy is over, I want to see the Vong adapted into canon. I know I'm like that one person.
Yeah. No, man. No, I feel you, man. Bring it. Bring it. I know what they're waiting for. I think they need to just like they're there. They know about it, but I think they're like, we got like Thrawn's gotta like we gotta get that, and that Ezra story is like so massive, and I think it just I don't know, like that story needs to be told, and we're in for a real treat. And I think a lot of people have a lot of like catching up to do. Like during COVID, people like watched the Clone Wars, and I kind of navigated them through it. And then they're like, well, now I'm like Rebels. You got to do Rebels. Like, there's so much good story, like Star Wars storytelling that I think it is as good as Mandalorian that people have like slept on, and I'm very excited to see like where they go with it. But live action Thrawn, man, we need it.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting because like he's pulling the strings, he's out there, they're still looking for him. And Filoni said it, like, where does this take place with, where does this take place? Like the final episode of Rebels could have been after, where the episode she was in Mando with, or vice versa. However you look, everyone's like, oh, this takes place after Rebels. He's like, not necessarily.
Right.
So we don't know like really kind of like where this takes place. So I'm patiently, patiently waiting. You got anything else to show, man, or are you good?
Yeah, no, I have other stuff which I'll save for another time. There was like stuff I'm so tempted to break out, but I was like, I got to keep some stuff hidden.
I know you like needed to intimidate me, but I was like, man, he's a cool guy. He's gonna have cool stuff. And I was like, I think, all right, because I was like, don't tell me, don't tell me what you got, man. Dude, I hope you have a great day at work tomorrow. I hope we could do this again. I'm immediately gonna yes, I should have. I will text you immediately, telling you I'm so sorry to make you open that comment.
Oh, no, you're the man. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Dude, you have to come on the podcast and like talk about the Bad Batch or something, like your choice. Like you live so close, dude. Please, like I'll come scoop you, like whatever. Like get over here, man, and let's kick it.
I would love that. Oh my God.
There's only a small Hudson River in between us, man. We can we'll make the journey, man.
Oh, I'm so excited, man.
Be safe, brother, man. Thank you so much for doing this, man. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you, brother. Take care.
You too. Peace.
Peace.